Hello everybody and welcome to the Toiletries. I'm Grace, I'm one part of the Toiletries and I'm going to be doing these videos with my brother Tom. He's 16, he's not in this video, but he's going to be joining me on our first adventure, which is the Tahoe Rim Trail. The Tahoe Rim Trail is an 170-mile trail around the edge of Lake Tahoe, which is on the California-Nevada border, we're super excited to get started. We leave for San Francisco tomorrow, which is why I've got all my stuff out ready to show you before I get going. This video is going to be very helpful for sort of, as I said, made me think about everything I'm taking, so it's been actually really great. But it's we're going to be starting at Kingsbury South and heading clockwise around the trail. And we're going to have 3 resupplies, one at Echo Lake, one at Tahoe City, where we're also going to have a 0 day, which would be nice, and then one at Intac. So yeah, super excited to get going, and I've called this video our first adventure, but it's not our first adventure, it's just our first adventure on this channel. We have a little bit of experience with American trails because in 2018 we headed out on the Colorado Trail from Denver to Twin Lakes. It was wonderful. We were a bit younger then, so I'd like to think now we're a bit stronger, a bit fitter, and able to walk more miles and carry more weight, but we really enjoyed that, so we're back for more. And we thought we could finish off the Colorado Trail, but you don't get to go to America very often, so, you know, we might as well just try a different area. And so that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to take you on a whistle-stop tour of all the stuff I'm taking, and my base weight is 5.7 kilos or 12 pounds. I think the rest of my family have got about similar because we're sharing the weight equally amongst us, which has made it a lot easier and a lot easier to keep the base weight down because we're sharing, because we only need to bring 1 stove, we only need to bring 2 tents, 1 water filter, etc. So, yeah, but we do eat quite a lot, so. I'm going to be going through this super fast, so, I mean, I do talk quite fast anyway, but if you do want any more information on the weights and stuff we're carrying, or what individual products they are, then it's all going to be in the description in my Lighterpack spreadsheet, so take a look at that as well as the itinerary. So first off, starting with my pack, I'm going to be taking an Osprey Exos. It's 48 litre, and it's got a bear bell on it somewhere as well. And I've used this one last time and I really liked it, and it was good. It's not too heavy and fits everything I need in it, so it could even possibly be a bit smaller, but it's yeah, it's good pack. So I'm going to be using this one, and inside we're going to have somewhere, we've got some Sea to Summit dry bags. Here we go, Sea to Summit dry bags, and I'm also going to put a pack liner in, just a bin bag. For food, we've got a titanium tin, like to cook stuff in, with a Soto little stove. We've got a gas canister and like stands, and we're taking a little bit extra of like some olive oil, some like salt, some like garlic granules, and then we've got a bit of soap and hand gel and things to take with us as well. We've got a few bags like this to keep our food in throughout the day. We haven't got that, not taking that much food with us because you can't buy a lot of the food that we want in the UK, but we've got a few bits and bobs, like some like dried macaroni cheese, stuff like that, but a lot of the better stuff is in the US, but we're going to go for like a mix of different things, but just, yeah, high calories, going to fill us up, going to be tasty, and something we can look forward to at the end of a long day walking is the goal. So in Colorado, we just use those 20 litre bags and hung them up in trees to avoid the bears, but I think bears are quite an issue in California, so we're going to be using a bear canister, which, you know, it's going to be heavy and we're going to buy it when we get there, but it's just like a necessity. It's something you need to bring. It's like not bringing a rucksack or not bringing a tent, you know, you like something you need to bring. We've looked into like Ursacks and stuff, but I've checked on like Facebook groups and like blogs and stuff, and a lot of people do recommend a bear canister, so we're going to be ready for that. Got a bag of like miscellaneous bits and bobs. Now the weight of this, I'm not going to lie, it does add up, but you know, carabiners, lighters, compass, and although we are going to be using gut-ups or far out guides on our phones, and we've got like power banks and solar charging banks and stuff for that, we've also got a guidebook just in case we need it, and we're going to use all of this, otherwise we'd just cut out some pages, but because it's just for the trail, so yeah. And titanium cups, we've got soy squeeze, which, so, oh yeah, when we started off the Colorado Trail, we had, I'll put the name of it above, but it was one that you like squeeze, like physically, like pump the water through by squeezing it. And I'm sure that would be okay for a short trail or just for one person, but we found it was a lot of effort to get the water out for every single person. So about 3 days in, we stopped off and we bought ourselves a soy squeeze, and this has been wonderful. So I'm going to be using that with just some smart water bottles. But also when we get to the dry section, we've got bags like this. I think these are from wine boxes or something like that. But when we do reach sections where we need a lot more water, especially because there's 4 of us, we're going to be filling these up as well. But like the rest of the time these weigh nothing, so that will be good. Plastic bowls and a mixture of cups and forks and utensils. And I think that's all the food stuff we're taking. Clothing. I've got a mock bell puffer, which isn't actually mine, it's my mum's, but I stole it. And it's synthetic and it's very light and will be useful. My parents have both got Arc'teryx and my brother's using a Uniqlo one. Frog togs. I've been a bit risky with my frog togs because I'm only bringing the top and not the pants, but it saved me 150 grams, and I thought, am I going to put, when it starts raining, am I going to put waterproof pants on? No. So I'm just bringing the jacket. I found with frog togs, the main issue is like mine have quite a lot of rips in because they're quite thin, so you get rips, and we struggle with like an afternoon shower on our last trail, but I imagine we might have quite similar because it's sort of a similar climate, just I think less trees and then a little bit less mountainous, but these have a few rips in, but at the end of the day it's going to be generally waterproof, so it should be okay. 1,000 mile socks, which yep, we have proved to be good, so we're going to use those. We've got 2 pairs each, and going down to a base layer, we've got just like a thermal top and leggings, and these, as well as sleeping in, which these will probably be my sleep clothes because it does go down quite low at night. Also going to be quite good if for mosquitoes and things like that, so that should be good. And then I've got cap, I'll wear it the other way around. Well, I don't know. And then sunglasses for the heat. And I'll be wearing these most of the time. These are prescriptions, so I can actually see as well, which will be a bonus. And sorry about the light. It keeps going like bright and dark, but it's British weather, you know. And then most of us have like gone to Decathlon, just got like random bits and bobs, t-shirts, shorts, and we've got 2 t-shirts and 2 pairs of shorts each, which we're taking with us, which, I mean, some people would class a change of clothes as a luxury, but that's something I couldn't compromise on. I need at least one change. Both this is also from Decathlon, and so is this fleece, which is very, very lightweight and should warm me up if it gets a little bit chilly, either at night or just like sit around waiting for my dinner, you know. Shoes, I have Saucony Peregrines. Now, in Colorado I used Ultras, which I thought were okay. They didn't give me blisters. I do focus a little bit on how I look, and I have quite large feet, size 8, so they did look a little bit like clown shoes, so I wasn't keen on the way they looked. And also, I don't know if this was just because I was a clumsy 15-year-old or because they just didn't have enough grip, but I tripped significantly more than the rest of my family, well, felt like slipped significantly more than the rest of my family. So I think it was the shoes. I'm blaming the shoes. And so I've opted for Saucony Peregrines this time because I sort of grew out my other ones. They're a little bit muddy, as you can see, because I have been wearing them in, getting used to them, but these seem like very good shoes so far. So I'm looking forward to using them, to be honest. And then onto the big stuff. For our tent, we've got a Lanshan X3 2-man tent. This is for me and my brother, and my parents have got a slightly bigger one. This one I think is held up by trekking poles. We haven't tried it yet, which is dangerous. I think maybe my mum and dad have put it up, but I've never put this up, so I don't know how it's going to be, but we'll see. I'm sure it's a good tent, so we'll see how it is. But that's going to be held up by these babies, which are our trekking poles. We were going to bring snow spikes, but I think a lot of the reports that I'm hearing from like right now, a lot of the snow has already melted and trekking poles will be enough. Sea to Summit Spark X3 bag. I have to say, I think these look a little bit like you're like inside a maggot. I've got a demo for this. I do. But they're good sleeping bags, and it's going to get to quite cold temperatures at night. Well, 0. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it looks like a maggot, but it does the job, and they are very comfortable and warm, very warm, down bags. So we've got one of these each, which pack down pretty small, and they're relatively lightweight. So these are good sleeping bags. We've used these before. This is just some mats that my dad made out of cutting up something. So cutting up some foam. These are lighter than ones that you get on Amazon, whatever, and very cheap. So my dad's done a makeshift thing with that. And down to the final bits and bobs. Head torch, we've each got a different one. Petzl, Nightcore, Amazon. But I've got this Petzl Antica one. And I personally opt for a head torch over like a handheld, because I like having it on my head. And then this is our toilet bag. We've got a toilet roll. We're taking a full, well, nearly a full roll because there's 4 of us. So, you know, I don't want to be skimping on that. That's a compromise I'm willing to make. And a shovel as well for the woods. And then this is my luxury items. I really struggled with not hair last time because I didn't bring a hairbrush. I was a little bit stupid. So I modified my Tangle Teaser, and it's now very lightweight, and I can just handheld, and this will be very good and hopefully keep the knots at bay. Even though I think, to be honest, I think the hair will be the least of my worries. I think it'll be pretty knotty, and I've got to just, pretty messy, got to let it go, you know what I mean? A little bit of moisturiser, and I had a block of face soap. I've just chopped up like a little bit of it, so going to be using those. Have I missed out anything? Sleeping mat, we've got a, give me a sec because I can't remember the name of this. Oh yeah, the Thermarest Neo Air X Lite. We've got a couple of those, a couple of different ones, but they're all inflatable ones. I'm sure you could use something like this as a sleeping mat, but again, a compromise I'm willing to make because I've been walking all day. I want something comfy to sleep on. So yeah, and then Sea to Summit pillows as well, which I don't have to hand, but inflatable ones. But also, I'm a multiple pillow girl. You know, I wanna be laid up behind my neck, which probably isn't very good for my neck, but it's comfortable. So I'll probably like chuck a fleece under my neck and a few other things, so to keep me comfy. And yeah, I think I said already, but we've got solar power banks, and just we've got like a power bank each as well, because it's going to be quite a large gap. Really, maybe only on our 0 day we'll be able to charge up again. And just a couple of things that I don't have on me, but we are using is mosquito nets. I don't know where they are. They're deep in a rucksack somewhere, but mosquito nets to go over the head, and then if we wear like full base layer and high socks, then hopefully in the areas where I think the Desolation Wilderness that has worse mosquitoes, like areas like that yeah, hopefully we can be nicely covered, not get too bitten. I think that's everything. We've got obviously like shampoo, conditioner. We've got a few extras. My cosmetics is just what I'm taking personally, but I think my mum's taking more stuff for the whole family. We've got a bit of first aid, and bits and bobs like that. But that's all I have to show you. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you stay tuned for our more interesting videos, which are going to be ones that we're filming on the trail itself. So as I said, we're heading off tomorrow, and yeah, we're planning to do about an average of 15 miles a day. So yeah, it's going to be tough, but we're ready for the challenge. We've been training and getting excited for a while. So yeah, hopefully it's great fun, and I'll be posting lots of videos when I get back. So stay tuned, and thank you very much for watching.